Welcome back, my sweet dear friends. I hope this video finds you well. We are going to just share with you an uplifting, feel-good video. What are we doing today? We are going to go visit Paul's parents again, and they are going to just share a little bit of wisdom with you on how they have lived a frugal life. If you missed the first video with them, I will link it down below. Take a look. They are just two of the sweetest people, and what you're seeing on camera is real life with them. They are just the best. We're going to show you the monthly meal we're bringing to them. We are going to make some homemade roasted red Italian peppers. Yeah, try this recipe. And we're going to go visit, and they're going to sit with us and just share a little bit of their lives. And I hope this video blesses you immensely. Please note, while we are visiting with them and they're doing their little talking part, you may have to up the volume just a little bit. I did edit around it, but I just couldn't get the volume high enough. So you may just have to increase your volume just a little bit to hear them. But then, of course, you can hear me because I'm loud. So just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. So let's get right to it. We are heading to my in-laws for their monthly meal. And this month is a cold meat and cheese platter, which I will show you what we're sending over. And with that, I am going to add some olives, and I'm going to roast some peppers, because roasted peppers on top of a sandwich are out of this world. So I have just some regular red peppers. What we did was we cut them in half, and we took the stems off, and we took all the seeds out. What I'm going to do is put them under the broiler on the second rack. You really have to watch them closely because they will burn very, very quickly. We're going to put the timer on for about 5 minutes, and then we'll see how they look. This is 5 minutes. As you can see, they're nowhere near done. But what you do see is, you see how the skin is wrinkling just a little bit. It's starting to puff up. That's good. We are now going to put them in for another 5 minutes. This is another 4 minutes. I kept checking like I told you to do, please. Everybody's broiler runs different temperatures. Do not be worried about the charring of the skin. That skin's going to come off. So what I'm going to do now is move them around a little bit. I'm going to turn them sideways, just flatten it a little so that the sides can become a little charred as well. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to put it in. I'm going to check it after a minute, literally. So I checked this after the 1 minute. It needed a little bit more, so I put it in for another minute. So I think altogether this was about 11 or 12 minutes, checking it all the time. Now what you do, don't touch them. They are borking hot. Just let them sit. They're going to wilt and cool, and we'll get back to them in about 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes, so these are cool to the touch now. You can see how soft the peppers are. Now the whole point of doing this is because what we want to do is remove the skin, and once you let a roasted pepper cool, the skin comes right off, and you get as much as you can off. I mean, if there's little pieces left, that's fine. But overall, you can see it just peels right off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel the peppers, and then I'm going to slice them into strips. Now, sure, you could buy a jar of roasted peppers. They will never, ever taste like this, I guarantee. So here they are. They're all cut up into strips. Now, I eyeball some good extra virgin olive oil. You know I am a big proponent of this. You're just going to add enough to cover them so that when they are mixed, each one will have that delicious olive oil taste. I've got 1 clove of garlic that I'm adding, and you're going to want to make sure that's mixed around. And then I am, for this recipe, going to add literally that much salt. Did you see how much that was? That was like, I don't even know, a tiny baby sprinkle of salt. The most important part of these roasted peppers now is covering them and putting them in the refrigerator. They cannot stay at room temperature. Have to let them marinate in the refrigerator. These are so good. You'll love them. I bought some low sodium turkey breast and we bought some low sodium ham. My father-in-law loves pepper jack cheese, so we got him that. And then we got baby Swiss. We're also going to add some olives. I got 2 different kinds of olives. We're going to add, look at those roasted peppers we made. And then we're also going to give them a couple of our tomatoes to slice up. We got some beautiful bakery rolls. It's been very, very warm here in New York again. And this is going to be something they, again, can eat off of for several days. I think they're going to super enjoy it. So let's get to work. Right, so we have the turkey rolled, we have the ham rolled, and I think what I'm going to do is just lay the cheese in, and they can just take it out when they need it. I moved the pepper jack cheese over there so that they can pick which one they want, because I was kind of putting it on top of each other. I know, it's all about presentation for me. So I'm just gonna put these in here like that. Perfect. So we mix the 2 kinds of olives, and then in the center, what I'm going to do is just put the roasted peppers. And they can either eat them like this or on a sandwich, which will be perfect. I love this container. And what's great about this is you just pop the lid on, and this can go right in their refrigerator and stay cold. We also got them 4 beautiful bakery rolls to go with this. And I also made them a big dish of my homemade macaroni salad, and I will link the video down below of how we make this. And remember my trick, you save some of the macaroni salad dressing to put on right before you serve it. And that's what I'm doing, and that just helps it stay creamy. And what I'm going to do is just fill their container with this. And this will go great with the platter we're giving them. So we're ready to go almost. I got 2 beautiful tomatoes out of our garden, which they can cut up. We've got the container of macaroni salad. We got olives, 2 different kinds of cheese. We got low sodium turkey, low sodium ham, roasted peppers, 4 beautiful bakery rolls, and for their dessert, our extra special treat, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts for them. They love Dunkin' Donuts, and they never ever get them. So we thought we'd get them a half a dozen, babe?
Sure.
I think they are going to be over the moon happy. We are ready to go, and we're going to take you along. Okay, I think Dixie is under the bed. So let's see. Dixie, you want to go see Grandma and Grandpa? Wait, you got to wait for your harness, honey. Okay. Dixie, where are you going? Dixie, you wait for Mommy? You say I'm here. Tell them you're here, Dix. Say I'm here. Dixie, stop. There's Grandpa. I am back here with my beautiful mother-in-law, Doris. And today we are going to talk about some of the frugal meal ideas that she used as a wife with 3 children to just save some money. So welcome back, Mom. Thank you for coming back on.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. What we did in the old days is we tried to eat the least expensive meat. Like in those days, a rump roast. Hi, baby.
Dixie wants to get in.
Dixie. We would have a nice rump roast and make a pot roast out of it. And I was lucky enough to have a pressure cooker, and it's now about 50 years old.
Oh,
Pressure
wow.
cooker, it's an oldie. But, you know, it's a mechanical thing, it doesn't break. So if you got a piece of low-priced roast, you can put it in a pressure cooker with some water, and the water is your gravy. You can always thicken it with flour or cornstarch. You got a nice little meal. I would put carrots, onion, and maybe a couple of whole potatoes, if I could, and I've got a whole meal. And that was real good, because I was having the kids. Make a good dinner and take care of my kids. That's what I would do.
That sounds delicious. And my mother-in-law is an amazing cook. Just for the record, she really is a very, very good cook. So that would save you money. Now, today, unfortunately, beef is so expensive, though.
That's right, yeah. Chicken is much less expensive than the beef. Pork is less expensive. So I'll use those meats a little more often. I have a nice pork stew recipe. I have a little paper Italian cookbook, and the lady that wrote the recipes really knew what she was doing. You have wonderful meals.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. That's so kind.
Yep, and they don't have to be fancy this or that. It's a simple meal, even with the pasta, best I've had.
Oh, Mom, thank you.
You're the queen of pasta, my dear.
Thank you. I appreciate this so much. And now we're going to go over and see my father-in-law. Here's my father-in-law, Bruce, back again. Thank you, Dad, for coming on again. And I am just going to let him talk, whatever topic, as long as it's frugal related. Go right ahead, Dad.
Hi, everybody. You know, I was thinking about economics and things. And back, I think, when I was in first grade, which would be about, well, a long time ago, we had a banker come and give a talk on savings and how to save. And all the kids got a little envelope, and we could bring in a nickel or a dime or a penny, whatever could be afforded, and they would put it in record and set up a little account for us and actually paid us interest.
Oh, my goodness.
And so at the end of the year, you got all this money back plus the interest. So as we went through the year, we could see the money growing. And then they talked to us about the value of interest. Years later, up comes the most important thing, compound interest. And if you're compounding the interest, this means you're getting interest on the interest you got the previous period. It can work badly for you if you are using a credit card and you keep adding to it, and they keep adding costs. So if you're going to go and buy something, be sure you understand how their system works, because you could never get away from paying interest on something you simply can't pay it in time.
We talk about that a lot on my channel, and you're absolutely right. I love that they taught you how to save in first grade. That's like amazing. Why they don't do that now, I'm not sure. I'm going to ask because I'm curious. What did you do with your 3 children do for fun when they were young?
Well, we would do all kinds of simple things. Essentially, the children will let you know what they want to do, and our job is to introduce them to other similar opportunities and then go with it. So you might be looking at bugs, or you might be collecting leaves, or we could be looking at birds. As a family, we used to like to go on walks in the woods or around ponds. Doris would take the kids for a walk, and they'd pick berries.
Oh.
And come home, and here'd be wonderful berry dessert of some kind, or just fresh.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Bruce and Doris again. There they are.
Hi.
By this time, I hope you have a big smile on your face. We had such a lovely visit, and my in-laws are just amazing. I hope that I can do this once a month with them for a while. And it's so good for them too, to just reminisce a little bit and talk. And it makes them so proud when they watch the video to see themselves on it. So please give this a big thumbs up. What about Dixie? You tell her to let them know we're here and she starts barking. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but she is kind of cute, isn't she? So thank you again for spending this time with us. We appreciate you so very much. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment down below. You know we love to hear from you. Stay well, stay safe. We'll see you on Friday. Have a blessed week, and by all means, we wish you blessings. Bye-bye.